Some time ago, there was significant news. A media figure in the United States revealed that Biden has a destroy Taiwan plan. According to Taiwan's China Times electronic report on the 21st, former Kuomintang legislator Kai Zhang-yuan shared a tweet from the well-known Washington radio show host, Jelon Nixon, on Facebook that day. In the post, Jelon Nixon stated that insider information from the White House revealed that when asked what could be more catastrophic than the new conservative Ukraine plan, Biden responded, "Wait until you see our Destroy Taiwan plan." In this video, we'll focus on the American Destroy Taiwan plan and discuss the following. The three-step plan to destroy Taiwan. Does the United States actually have a plan to destroy Taiwan? What is the American perspective? Will there be a prolonged conflict if the mainland forcibly unifies Taiwan? Former Kuomintang legislator Kai Zhang-yuan recently stated in an interview with the Global Times that the U.S. has a three-step plan to destroy Taiwan, outlining it as follows. The first step for the U.S. is to destroy TSMC, Taiwan's semiconductor manufacturing company. This means ensuring that TSMC is destroyed before the People's Liberation Army controls Taiwan. However, it's not entirely clear whether the destruction will be carried out by the U.S. or by Taiwan's American like-minded individuals. The second step for the U.S. is to destroy Taiwan. Biden's impromptu mention of this plan was deemed more catastrophic than the Ukraine plan, but the specifics are currently unclear. The third step involves what to do after the fall of Taiwan. The term fall is from the American perspective. From China's perspective, it's about the arrangements post the reunification of Taiwan. Does the United States actually have a plan to destroy Taiwan? Without a doubt, the United States undoubtedly has a plan to destroy Taiwan, and this plan hasn't emerged just in recent years but has been around for many years. From the American standpoint, it's clear, destroying Taiwan is a significant matter related to U.S. national interests, and regardless of the political party, any American administration would support destroying Taiwan. With the gradual decline of the United States and the increasing strength of China, America aims to contain China's development. Apart from political and economic pressures, military measures are deemed necessary. Otherwise, it's impossible to curb China's rise. Over the years, the United States has established various cliques like AUKUS, the Trilateral Security Partnership among the US, UK, and Australia, and the Indo-Pacific Strategy, aiming to contain China. Through political, economic, and military means, it pressures some neutral countries to choose sides between China and the US. Simultaneously, the US has initiated trade wars, technology battles, and more against China. These American maneuvers pose a threat, but they can't impede China's resurgence. Trade wars and technology battles might impact China's economy in the short term, but we will undoubtedly overcome these challenges. As for the various military security alliances formed by the U.S. with its allies, they might seem formidable, but would they dare to wage war against China? Therefore, relying solely on these tactics, the U.S. can only temporarily hinder China but can't prevent its rise. There's only one way to thwart China's rise: dragging China into a prolonged war at all costs, utilizing war to continuously drain China's resources. How to drag China into the quagmire of war? This is where Taiwan's role becomes particularly crucial. China won't initiate war with any country, and no country dares to initiate war with China, including the US. However, China is determined to reunify with Taiwan. Taiwan is an integral part of China, concerning national territorial integrity and the entire rejuvenation of the Chinese nation. Therefore, the mainland absolutely won't allow Taiwan to secede, yet the independence forces within Taiwan are substantial. Taiwan leans toward independence, while the mainland seeks reunification, creating the possibility of dragging China into war. There's a distinction between a peaceful reunification and a forced one. The U.S. must find a way to force a reunification by military means, because only then can they drag China into the quagmire of war and continually erode its strength. How does the U.S. perceive this? As long as the people of Taiwan have the determination to resist continuous financial, armament, and equipment aid from the U.S., behind the scenes might entangle China in the quagmire of war. Superpowers might conquer plains or desert nations easily. Yet, countless instances prove that even superpowers struggle to overcome mountainous nations. Mountains provide cover, making it hard for satellites to monitor and easy for concealment. Moreover, many heavy and modern weaponry becomes ineffective. Tanks, artillery, and armored vehicles lose their effectiveness. Even precision missiles struggle to pose a significant threat to enemies hidden in mountain caves. Fighting a mountainous nation necessitates deploying ground forces, leading to high casualties and easily turning into a war of attrition or a prolonged conflict. The Soviet Union's Afghanistan war ended in failure, as did the US's wars in Korea, Vietnam, and Afghanistan, all turning into protracted and draining conflicts. Taiwan, coincidentally, boasts many mountainous regions. Therefore, from the American perspective, two things are crucial. Firstly, consistently brainwash the Taiwanese people, making them disassociate from being Chinese and encouraging them towards independence. Secondly, continually deceive and promise the Taiwanese people that the US will fully support Taiwan, protect Taiwan, and even risk war with the mainland, while heavily arming Taiwan. The US has been consistently employing these strategies for years. So, many people ask, if the mainland forcibly reunifies with Taiwan, will it become a prolonged war? The answer is clear, it won't. Firstly, Taiwan is an island. Once the reunification by force begins, external aid becomes challenging to access. Whether it's the Soviet Union's war in Afghanistan or the US-led Korean War, Vietnam War, or Afghanistan War, the invaded countries received various support from other major powers. During the Soviets' invasion of Afghanistan, countries like the US, UK, and Pakistan supported Afghanistan, continuously supplying weapons, equipment, and materials. Behind the Korean and Vietnam Wars were support from the Soviet Union and China. In the current Russia-Ukraine conflict, aid from European and American countries continuously transports into Ukraine's territory. Something Russia finds hard to intercept. Bombing roads or railways proves futile as they quickly get repaired. However, Taiwan being an island, if the mainland decides to forcibly reunify with Taiwan, external aid won't enter Taiwan. Once the reunification process starts, the People's Liberation Army's navy will tightly encircle the entire island, making resupplying extremely difficult. Without external aid, the source for food, ammunition, and medicine halts. Even if you hide in the mountains, you won't last for more than a few days. Trump once said, if he were elected president, he could achieve a ceasefire within 24 hours. As long as the US ceases aid to Ukraine, Ukraine would immediately cease fighting. Secondly, unlike Ukraine, Taiwan's area is extremely small, and the mainland's economic strength, weapon reserves, and production capabilities far exceed Russia's. Thirdly, the People's Liberation Army excels in mountain warfare. The Communist Party gradually developed from guerrilla warfare, with extensive experience fighting in mountainous regions. After winning the Liberation War, within 3 years, the PLA eradicated all remnants of the Nationalist Party and bandits hiding in mountainous areas, notable instances being the pacification campaigns in western Hunan. Vietnam is mountainous too, but during the Sino-Vietnamese border war, the PLA overwhelmed Vietnam. The main battleground in the Sino-Indian War was in the mountains, yet the PLA defeated the Indian forces so severely they fled like zebras. Hence, America's desire to turn Taiwan into another Ukraine, to drag China into a prolonged war, is challenging to achieve. Moreover, the biggest difference between Taiwan and Ukraine is, Taiwan has never been a country. The vast majority of countries worldwide openly recognize the One China policy. Taiwan is a part of China, and the Central People's Government of the People's Republic of China is the only legitimate government. This was acknowledged by the United Nations when China rejoined the UN. The Taiwan issue is China's internal affair. Once China initiates the reunification by force process, the pressure China faces globally will be much less compared to Russia's current situation. From a legal standpoint, reunifying Taiwan by force poses no issues. No government would permit one of its regions to illegally declare independence. This is the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. We genuinely appreciate your support.